11-bit Studios survival strategy games Frostpunk and This War of Mine are both standout examples of games that push players to make hard choices, and the attendees of the 2019 Game Developers Conference in March will get an inside look at how they came together. 11-bit Studios creative director Michael Jaski and art director Marshall will be presenting a design track or call about "I Make Games: Lessons from Frostpunk and This War of Mine." The pair will discuss specific approaches to the creative process and the concepts utilized during the process. They will also show you how to cultivate a specific work culture within a team, and how art and design processes are driven to make games like This War of Mine and Frostpunk. Finally, you should walk away with greater insight into how games are maturing into an influential medium, and learn the techniques used to achieve artistic and design goals. On This War of Mine and Frostpunk, you can find more info about this talk and many more over on GDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GDC 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscone Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GDC, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019, visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, OS. Gamasutra and GDC are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Now that broadband internet access is available to billions of people, video games can be more than discrete, unchanging products. Games can live and grow over time, and it's never been more important to understand what it takes to keep a live game fresh and exciting over time. That's why game developers, conference organizers, want to draw your attention to some of the great GDC 2019 talks aimed at helping you become a better live game developer. Even if you do not think of your game as an ongoing service, knowing what works and what does not in live game development will make you a more well-rounded game maker. Notably, game industry veteran Rich Vogel will be at GDC 2019 in March to present an exciting talk on lessons learned in the trenches developing games as a service. You want to see this talk because Vogel, now a VP at a certain Affinity, will discuss his journey as a studio director building Fallout 76, Battlecry, Star Wars: The Old Republic, and Star Wars Galaxies. Vogel aims to weave a narrative that talks about how each one of these titles changed the way he approaches development in general, as well as running the game as a service. He will discuss the lessons he learned working on each title, and provide great examples from the trenches that helped shape what he did on his next game in terms of project management, leadership, recruiting, and running a live service. Plus, Grinding Gear Games, the folks behind the Sleeper Hit Path of Exile, will be at the show this year to show you how they found success with the free-to-play online action RPG. In Designing Path of Exile Lato Be Played Forever, Grinding Gears Chris Wilson will show you how a plan for long-term, sustainable development took Path of Exile's active player base from the thousands to the millions. Wilson will walk you through how to structure releases into seasons, with predictable release dates and scope, how to reuse content for rapid development, how to use procedural generation to keep content from feeling stale, how to employ multiple overlapping axes of randomness for additional replayability, how to design deep gameplay systems, that keep players engaged, and how to grow a community over a long period of time. And in Cooking with GDC, our mellow approach to post-launch game content, leaks, let producer like CK will reveal how the studio successfully pivoted to tackle a live game during development of the studio's 2015 hit digital BOARDGAM Media ran LLONOBODY planned on it being a live game. But that's what ended up happening. Come to this talk to learn what tools, processes, and third-party services contributed to the ongoing success of iMellow's post-launch tale. In addition, you will also learn about community best practices and what studios should be investing in now for future GOS titles. Finally, do not overlook a QA perspective on live game production, presented by Read2Moto-led game tester Michael Lawson. This talk offers a unique QA perspective on the pitfalls and lessons learned from a growing and evolving game as a service. Working on Heroes Generals, a game that merges first-person shooter action with a strategic layer, where player decisions can turn the tide in an ongoing war. The Read2Moto team has evolved their development and test processes over the years into an effective agile model. Make time to swing by and you will learn how a proven agile test flow for a large production on a live game can improve the quality of the product, lower the risk of failure, and make for a happier workplace. You will also walk away with practical advice you can use in your own projects, so do not skip it. Further details on these talks and many more are available now on GDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GD 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscone Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GD, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019, visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, OS, Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. As one last bit of 2018 craziness, the hit Netflix series, Black Mirror, unveiled a very ambitious episode called Bandersnatch, which was designed as a literal choose-your-own adventure tale, turned into a show. In return, I get to talk about a TV show side of a book, video game, all in one here. While the show does definitely capture the feeling of a game, how far does it go with this concept, and what game design lessons are there? The following post will be containing spoilers for the episode's plot and general format. Please do not read on unless you have gone through it already. Bandersnatch follows a programmer in the 80s by the name of Stefan, who has grown up with depression and anxiety over the loss of his mother. He is working on an adventure game based on a novel called Bandersnatch, and is going to work with the Premier Game Studio to get it done with over the summer. Within a few minutes, the episode's twist becomes clear, as we have to decide what cereal Stefan eats in the morning. From there, choices pop up every few minutes that led to different outcomes for Stefan. Each time a choice comes up, the audience is forced to choose. No choice is not an option here. The first major crossroad in the episode is to decide whether or not Stefan works directly with the studio on his dream game, or to work alone over the summer. If you choose to join the team, the storyline ends and the viewer is given their first redo. From there, we are introduced to the core group of characters that occupy Stefan's life. There is his father who he lives with, his therapist who he will see regularly throughout the episode, the head programmer designer of the company, and the owner of said company who wants the game done as soon as possible. The other major tidbit we'll learn is that the author of the book went insane and killed his wife, thinking that he was being controlled by outside forces. As the episode goes on, we continue to make incidental choices for Stefan, such as what occurred here by at the start. But then things start to branch out. Stefan continues to become more stressed out with working on the game, and as the audience, we are able to decide how he reacts to certain events. There are several dead ends written into the episode, such as having him destroy his computer instead of yelling at his dad. As Stefan continues to feel helpless, he begins to realize that someone is controlling him, and one of the funniest endings involves indirectly explaining to Stefan what Netflix's